I think I'll keep my helmet on this time if I get to 90. I don't think I've changed that much. I guess I'm a little bit older. I'm probably a little bit wiser. I've got a few more grey hairs instead of blonde hair. Yeah, look, I'm loving my cricket as much as ever. I'm really enjoying the young team we have at the moment. You know, so many of the guys haven't experienced Test cricket in India and haven't played much cricket in India. So, you know, as a team, we've tried to really soak up being in India and enjoyed the different cultures and the different experience. You know, the food, boys eating, ordering something at home that, you know, from a restaurant that normally has no spice. Here in India has a lot of spice, so a lot of the guys are getting caught out there for the first time. You know, there's so many great things about being in this beautiful country, and I'm very lucky that I have the chance to come here as captain of the Australian cricket team. So I'm as excited as I was in 2004 when I made my debut. I'm just as excited now, and I really hope that this team can have some success as well. Well, we're as prepared as you can be. You know, we've trained as hard as we can be. We've faced a lot of spin bowling in the first two practice games we've had. You never really know what it's like until you're out there as well. But I'm pretty confident that this wicket will spin, and I'm pretty confident that with the preparation we've had over the past 10 days since being in India, we're in a much better position than what we were before flying out of Australia. So you can only prepare as well as you possibly can. And now it's about going out and having the confidence in your own ability, and you know, the confidence from the team as well. You want everybody to back each other and support your decisions. Playing spin bowling is no different to fast bowling, in my opinion. You need to have a plan, and you need to have the courage to stick to that plan, whether you're on 0 or you're on 100. Sometimes that works for you, sometimes that doesn't. But you know, we're going to try our best. That's for sure. Well, again, I think when selecting your team, you have to pick your best attack, not necessarily your best individual bowlers always get selected. So we've tried to pick an attack and a team that we think can have success in these conditions in this first Test match against India. That's the main reason. It's certainly not. It's not personal or individual players fighting against each other to try and get into the 11. It's about working out what is the best attack you can possibly have and going with that. I think we've both seen the exact same pitch and we know what conditions we're in for. I think both teams have different strengths. You know, to me, it's no good me personally trying to bat like Damien Martin or Ricky Ponting, because that's not going to help me have success. I've got to play the way I play my best cricket, and it's the same in regards to a team. It's no good us trying to pick the same team as India. We have different teams. We have a different team to England. We have a different team to South Africa. We're going to try and use our strengths to our advantage in conditions where we still think fast bowling will play a part. But on the other hand, we do have the bonus of our frontline spinner in Nathan Lyon. David Warner's been bowling a lot of leg spinners in the nets, and I can bowl some left-arm orthodox as well. So, you know, I feel like we can cover all bases, but there's no doubt our strength with 3 fast bowlers and a medium pace all-rounder is going to be that. No, I think you have team plans, no doubt, in regards to you communicate, talk about opposition bowlers. You know, the key to batting is partnerships. You can't do it on your own. You need your partner up the other end. So you do have team plans, but I think individually you need to have your own plan in regards, especially to how you start your innings. Again, whether that's against fast bowling or spin bowling, because I don't think everybody plays the same way and everybody has their own individual strengths. So for me as captain, it's about acknowledging that, accepting that, and putting faith in the other players that I will back and support them. They have their plan, that's the most important thing. And now they have the confidence of the support staff, the coach, and myself, the captain, to go about it their own way. I hope so. I think with conditions, when you look at the wicket and it is quite dry and his spin is going to play a part, when over a period of time for 5 days in a test match, the wicket will deteriorate, there's no doubt about it. So when it deteriorates, it generally spins a lot more. but it also goes up and down a lot more. So we're hoping our fast bowlers will be able to execute their skills to get some balls to come through a bit quicker than others and some balls to stay a little bit lower than others. Whether it reverses or not, we'll still have that natural variation. And then the second side of that, hopefully if it does reverse swing, that we've got the ammunition to be able to execute that. Look, at the end of the day, it's about the team having success. That's my goal as captain, to help this team win. It helps when you're scoring runs to gain respect. There's no doubt about that. But, you know, my job is not to sit here and worry about what other people think. My job is to help the Australian team win games of cricket. And if I'm doing that, I think I'm doing my job. On the other side, if we aren't performing as well as we want to, then I'm accountable for that as captain of the team. So, yeah, that's my main focus. I don't think it's very important. I didn't name the 11 players for India's benefit, to be honest. I didn't do that. I just felt that the wicket wasn't going to well, it's impossible to cut any more grass off that wicket because there's no grass. So I didn't think the wicket was going to change in the next 2 days. Like I said, the main reason was because we have such a big squad, I wanted everybody to know what the team was as soon as we'd selected it, not hold that information or withhold that information from anybody. And I wanted to give Moses the opportunity, making his debut, that if he wanted to fly his family over, he could do that. Yeah, maybe. Look, I'm certainly not sitting here and saying we've got the team that's going to play all 4 Test matches. I don't think we can sit here and say that. And I've made plenty of mistakes before, so it won't surprise me if I've made another mistake. But the focus is, I guess, selecting what we feel is our best 11 to have success. And if that doesn't work, then we reassess for the second Test match. But I'm confident with the 11 we have. If we play our best cricket, we have the right 11. But when I said I certainly did watch the Test matches against England and tried to learn as much as I could from that. And after the first Test, I did bring Monty Panesar into the team, and he had a huge impact. So, you know, I think you have to learn from how other teams have had success in the subcontinent for sure. But again, like I say, I think it'd be silly for us to try and play like somebody else. I think we need to play the Australian way. We need to, you know, stick to our strengths. And like I say, I'm confident if we can execute our skills, we'll be able to have success here. This series is important for no other reason than it's a huge series for Australian cricket. Every time you come to India, it's always tough cricket, no matter what form of the game you play. And it's as special a series as for an Australian player to come and play in India. You know, India has always been, in my career, always been one of the toughest teams to play against, and you always look forward to that challenge. So, you know, we aren't looking back at the performances against Sri Lanka or South Africa, and we're not looking forward to the Ashes. Right now, we're really focused on this series here in India because we know how tough it is, and, you know, our focus is wholly and solely on this first Test at this stage.